5 seconds to go. Start. In paragraphs 9 and 10 of his affidavit, the Superintendent of Police stated thus: if while constructing the aforesaid wall, if appropriate and adequate provision for access is made, enabling those agriculturists who own and possess various parcels of lands that are likely to get landlocked because of the erection of the compound wall to reach their respective agricultural lands owned and possessed by them, one of the important four obstructions to the compound wall at hand of the tribals will get resolved. If an assurance is given to the tribals who legally own and possess various parcels of land that are likely to get covered by the proposed erection of the compound wall, that they are not going to dispossessed or ousted, much less illegally by the erection of the compound wall itself in any view, major reason for obstruction to the erection of the compound wall by the tribals will disappear. On 14th March 2022, Mr. Mahesh Ingale, the District Superintendent of Land Records, who is a survey officer under the Maharashtra Land Revenue Code 1966, for short the MLR code, filed an affidavit. In paragraph 9 of his affidavit, he stated thus: I say that after the measurement as aforesaid was carried out and the original records maintained by my office were verified in that context, it appears that there are various lands situate within survey number 173, in respect of which, as a result of the proceedings initiated in the Bombay Tenants and Agricultural Lands Act, various persons have become owners of the lands of various pockets that have been marked in red color in the map which has been produced on 14th March 2022 before this honorable court. There are also certain persons to whom the petitioner and others have sold small portions of the lands, and thus these persons have become owners and are in possession thereof. If a compound wall is constructed as desired by the petitioner, the aforesaid pieces of land owned by the third parties and lawfully possessed by them are likely to get landlocked. Therefore, in my submission, while constructing the aforesaid compound wall, appropriate arrangements will have to be made to provide due access to these lawful owners and occupiers of various parcels of lands that is likely to be get landlocked on account of the construction of the proposed wall. It is pertinent to note that the land bearing survey number 173 is a part of the property which is the subject matter of arbitration petition in which consent terms were filed. The division bench did not notice the specific contentions raised by both the government officers and did not direct the first and second respondents to implead the affected tribals as parties. Instead of either directing impleadment of the affected parties or dismissing the writ petition for non-joinder of necessary parties, the division bench passed an order in terms of the minutes of order dated 16th March 2022, signed by the advocate for first and second respondents and panel B counsel representing all government officers including the Superintendent of Police, the Collector and Superintendent of Land Records. 1. Sambhaji purported to sign as an advocate for interveners. The relevant part of the minutes of order makes interesting reading. Paragraph 2 reads thus: Mr. Kumbakoni The learned Advocate General for the state of Maharashtra has tendered the plan showing the land of Mrs. Meher and others. Stop.